Yes, this aircraft now in RAF service as the Atlas C1, and the first example to be shown as a public event from the RAF's new Atlas fleet is part of the RAF Village Infostatic display. Not surprisingly, given how new that aeroplane is, it won the Concours d'Elegance for Best Presented Static Aircraft. And this display showing the full impressive envelope of this very manoeuvrable aircraft, despite its size. Everything from 80 knots up to 260 knots, 90 degrees angle of bank whilst loaded, and 120 degrees angle of bank wing over. Incredibly impressive. A number of very tight orbits included in this display. Another one of those now. The engines on this aircraft, 4 Eurocop International TT400D6 turboprops. Those are as new as the aircraft, which made its maiden flight on the 11th of December 2009, and since then things have progressed well to the point where in 2013 the French Armée de l'Air received the first in-service examples of the A400M. Since then we've seen it arriving with the Turkish Air Force, the Royal Air Force, Germany's Luftwaffe and the Royal Malaysian Air Force. It's made its operational debut on French operations in Mali, and in total 170... comes from the manufacturer's fleet, the manufacturer being Airbus Defence and Space. And still the test program continues in spite of first deliveries to customer air arms. One of the aircraft's capabilities is air-to-air refuelling, and this year an A400M from the test fleet for the first time refueled two jets simultaneously. And as with most new aircraft, there's an incremental capability increase. Aeromedical evacuation just started, and ultimately paradropping, low-level container delivery, and special forces insertion roles by day and by night. What with changing military requirements, we've seen special forces operations assuming increased importance. As with all Airbus products, the manufacturing effort is a multinational one. Major assemblies being flown to a final assembly plant in Seville in Spain. The British contribution to that effort comes in the form of the outer wing box and the flaps, which are built by the Airbus facility and built this plant up to around 250 to 280 knots. And we'll see the A400M up, and then you'll see that complete 120-degree angle of bank capability being demonstrated on the top, and there it goes. Here is not just airshow manoeuvres, this has very, very important tactical implications as well. In the low-level environment, an aircraft that is as strong and manoeuvrable as this has the ability... Captained by a British test pilot from Airbus Defence and Space, Anthony Flynn, and the co-pilot at the demonstrations this weekend, Eduardo Curiel Tormo. Like this reversing under its own steam.